What's going on YouTube Ferocity? I hope you guys are doing well. Every single time that Sledgehammer and Activision has updated MW3 this year, it has resulted in the game fundamentally breaking in some aspect. And it's been extremely frustrating as a player to experience this. And the issues haven't been minor either. A lot of the time, it's us not being able to boot up the game on PC. Or if you can boot up the game, you've realized that your level has been reset back to 1. Or you get into a game and the connection is completely wonky because the servers are messed up. And this has been consistent throughout the entire life cycle of MW3. They have yet to release an update that has not, in some way, shape, or form, broken their game. And it's completely abhorrent that this is the standard that they are upholding. They are not trying to release updates that don't break their game. And it's really concerning. But this is the problem. It's not just a Call of Duty issue. It's an industry-wide issue. Because as I've come to learn, as I'm starting to dive deeper into other games within this industry, it's a problem everywhere. This from Respawn Entertainment. We're aware some players are having issues with previously purchased cosmetics, heirlooms, and their premium battle pass in Play Apex, and are investigating. Stay tuned for more updates. This little tweet here was after they updated Apex Legends. And this update resulted in people not being able to gain access to things they've paid for. You guys know how I feel about microtransactions. But at the end of the day, if you've paid for something, you should be able to have access to it. And the fact that they have failed their player base here with this is disgusting. But this isn't the first time. This seems to be a pattern with Respawn Entertainment and Apex Legends where they'll release an update and something will break in the game. Because all you have to do is go through the replies of these tweets and you see the player base criticizing Respawn about not being able to release an update. I mean, the reason why I found out about this was because I was looking for video ideas over on Twitter and I came across Tom Henderson's page who quote tweeted this tweet talking about how the issue is all a result of them firing quality assurance developers. And this is the problem within this industry. We continue to squeeze out everybody in this industry. Try to run games on skeleton crews, and the result is the player base suffers. We rush games out, we put development teams under crunch, and then when the game is out, we just decide to trim the fat. But unfortunately, you trim too much of the fat and you've got this lean piece of meat that doesn't have any juices to it, doesn't have any taste to it, because you've gotten rid of everything. And that's what's happened within the gaming industry. We continue to cut jobs, we continue to trim the size of teams, and it results in a worsening experience for the player. This is all because executives at the top need to ensure that their bonuses come in, because that's all they seem to care about. They don't care about the product, and they don't care about the industry that they oversee. Because if they did, they wouldn't want this to be a pattern. But unfortunately, it's a pattern that is consistently being developed within this industry, and it seems that everybody is adopting it. Whether it's games that have already released not being able to properly support their games post-launch, or games that are rushed to release that don't support the game after it launches. And we're seeing it industry-wide. I wish I could say, oh, it's just this small little pocket of games. No, it's a lot of games. And I don't see it changing anytime soon because the gaming industry is making more revenue year over year than it ever has before. So they can get greedier year over year than they ever have before because the money keeps coming in. Because people keep throwing it at this hobby. And don't get me wrong, I love gaming. I just want it to be better. I am sick and tired of seeing it being taken advantage of by these executives that don't have a flippin' clue. And they don't. I'm going to be completely honest with that. I do not believe for a second that the executives, for the most part, that oversee this industry have a clue on what the player bases want. Yes, they're making money because they're throwing cosmetics and hey, people like buying cosmetics. But when it comes to delivering cohesive, complete experiences, it seems that very few understand how to provide that to the community. Our games are decreasing in quality. Our games are decreasing in overall enjoyment because of the failures of executive teams only seeing us as dollar signs and not seeing us as people that want to experience something unique and immersive. That's what video games were all about when I was growing up. They were immersive experiences. You utilized it as escapism. I feel as if games are losing that sense of immersion because what they want to do is they want to jam pack the game with as much microtransactions as possible. Or if they're trying to tell a cohesive single player story, the game is so riddled with bugs that the experience is completely devoid of any real investment from the player. And that's not where we need to be. The industry should be moving forward. We should be trying to make new milestones and trying to break down barriers, make games the best they've ever been. Instead, the goal is to make games more profitable than they've ever been. And that's where the player is starting to lose out on their experiences. Because it's not about pushing boundaries. It's not about making games that are innovative, that push the boundaries, that are unique. No, it's about what is going to make the most profit. Can't take risks anymore. You got to play it safe because our bottom line needs to continue to increase so my bonus can continue to increase. And that's the problem. We're seeing this issue in the movie industry as well. There's a major issue right now with the quality of movies that are getting released. I mean, the MCU has dropped dramatically in the quality that they are producing. Star Wars dropped dramatically in the quality they're producing. And I could go on, but that's the industry we're in. You've got to play it safe. You've got to make sure you earn back your budget. There's no more taking risks. And the result is us as consumers are now getting crap consistently. And I just don't know what the end result's going to be, but I think it's going to be a lot of disappointment for players. It's going to result in a lot of us being frustrated with our favorite game franchise. It's going to be frustrated with our favorite developers because they're being instructed to increase profits, to make sure that the game is streamlined as possible so that it can make as much money as possible. And who the hell cares if developers get left behind and players get left behind? It's a lose-lose. Because honestly, I think that developers should be allowed to create their creative projects. They should be allowed to innovate. They should be able to think outside the box. That's why games like GTA are so well supported by this community, is because they do those things. They're innovative. They're creative. There's passion behind their projects. It's not just there to make Rockstar money, but it does make Rockstar money. It does. Now, obviously, if I mention GTA, I also have to mention the fact that the team that publishes GTA laid off some of their staff. Got to increase that bottom line right before the game releases. Can't let those developers have any of those profits. Got to make sure it goes all to their executive team. It's a pattern that needs to be broken. It's a pattern that needs to change. Because the industry is falling apart as a result of it. And the players are the ones that are being made to suffer. And I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick and tired of games getting updated only to be broken by said update. I'm tired of games releasing in incomplete states only to be fixed months or years later. It's unfair, and honestly, it needs to stop. So it's up to us to continue to be critical of these practices. It's up to us to let these companies know it's not acceptable. And the only way to do that is with your wallet. You can say it as much as you want. You can comment on Twitter. You can make YouTube videos like I do. Nothing works until you speak with your wallet. That's the only way that this industry is going to get a grip and change and evolve and adapt. And it's time for it to flip and adapt. I'm sick and tired of it. But that's it for the video today. I'm just disappointed that nobody seems to get it right and nobody really seems to understand. Players just want an experience that works consistently. It's like my internet. I don't like when my internet doesn't work. I don't feel I should pay for something that doesn't work as intended. And yet all of you fall over yourselves to buy the newest cosmetic in a game that doesn't work half the time. But that's it. I'm done. I'm done. I'm going to go rant mode if I continue this video, so I won't. I'll spare you the rant today. Anyways, X-Defiant comes out tomorrow, and I'm super excited for that. So I'll be uploading some X-Defiant content all weekend long into next week as well. Because, yeah, something to look forward to. Anyways, that's it for the video today. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, can you please hit that like button? If you want to see more videos from me, please hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.